So this is a film I made in 2003, 2002. This is Cork City, hasn't changed much. This was actually filmed returning the camera at the very end of the shoot, I remember this. Hope this song won't mess up my copyright thing.
People say a case is like a jigsaw puzzle. Nothing makes sense until you've every piece of the puzzle. It all started when I was in my office as normal. I was told that a woman wanted to see me about what seemed a very simple case at the time. Of course, at that time, I could never say no to a woman. I'll never forget those days leading up to the murder of Peter Winters. Frankly, it all seems just like yesterday.
Look at that.
We'll send her in there.
Some issues with the continuity there.
Why, hello.
Hello, Mr. Bishop. I'm glad I could see you. I heard you're the best. No one in my position only can use the best.
Maybe you should sit down.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
Mr. Bishop, my name is Lauren Calloway, and I'm afraid I got myself into a rather bad position.
Oh, really?
I was a child. My brother and I were never as close as we should have been. We haven't seen each other in years. And now...
A lot of this dialogue was taken from The Maltese Falcon, or maybe The Big Sleep. Maybe, probably more The Big Sleep actually, because that's more of the family drama, isn't it?
But that was 2 months ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
It's a kind of cool shot up from the letter.
What exactly is it you want me to do?
I heard he was staying in the Moran Hotel, just outside the city. You know it, just off the...
Surprised it's all handheld. I guess we didn't have a tripod.
And that's what I want you to find out.
Miss Calloway, do you want my honest opinion?
Yes?
You're overreacting. I think you should go to the hotel this evening and make up with your brother.
No, he won't talk to me. You have to go. I'll pay you now. Here's a photo of my brother. Is that enough?
Well, let's see. What time is he leaving at tonight?
At 8 p.m.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop.
I want to talk to you tomorrow before you do anything, and I'll tell you how I got on.
Setup is pretty clear now, pretty
Well,
normal film noir.
Miss Calloway.
Okay, then.
Oh, jump cut. This was made in 4th year as part of our transition year program that we do in Ireland. I would have been about 15 or 16, and I'd seen a few of those noir movies, and 4th year was just a great opportunity to break away from all the school stuff that I was so terrible at and just do something that I enjoyed, and that I was a lot better at than some of the more academic subjects that we were forced into. So this music is from Minority Report, which would have been a big film at the time, and I guess I bought the soundtrack on CD, and I remember burning the music tracks or importing them, I guess, from iTunes into the computer. And this is obviously the following scene with the bishop, with the detective John Bishop following our suspect, the brother. Some pretty cool angles. I'd gotten some understanding of film noir in terms of the shadows and stuff, I guess, but it's I really haven't seen this in 20 years, but it's not bad. I mean, it's a vibe. The VHS footage is just such a great vibe. So glitchy, God. Oh, there we go, the first static shot of the whole film. A steady shot. And this would have been all filmed in Cork, in or around the school area. So much rubbish. I remember getting a lot of hassle for people saying, "Oh, wouldn't he notice he was walking so close?" Even then, teenagers are worse at though, I suppose, all the continuity errors. And the idea that, oh, he's been following him all night, but, you know, nobody cares. Going from night to day. And this is now the gradual setup for the murder, and the detective being the fool, as they often are in film noir, not realising things are about to go wrong. The hat and the coat were great. I guess I borrowed them or got them from somewhere. Oh, that was a good shot. And the gun, okay, cool. Random street light insert. The music is really strong here as well. That's a good cut, I remember that. The whip pan. Probably didn't need this, that returning one. Very Cork accent. I think I still have that detective's gun somewhere in a drawer. Oh, that's a good shot. Guess that felt too good not to cut in. Oh wow. Look at that. Newspaper shot dead. I don't know where this music is from. I would guess this is it's not Minority Report. I don't know where it came from.
Is he?
Excuse me?
The man I followed. Who is he? I found this on him.
Ooh, some flashbacks. There would have been obviously no lighting on this at all. All the lighting, as you can very clearly tell, is very natural. The camera would have been the school's camera that we were able to borrow.
Sean, that's not his real name.
No, there is no Sean Calloway. I just made up that name because I was embarrassed at who the man really was.
Who
Did
was
we
he?
change the names there?
His name was Peter Winters.
Oh, that's an ambitious
he
shot.
was married. I was having an affair with him without his wife knowing.
His wife?
Once she found out, she moved into a hotel. I last heard she was trying to work things out, but I didn't get involved. I'm handing my case over to the police now.
This case isn't over for me yet.
I hope you know what you're looking for. Goodbye, John.
Oh, there's some ambitious camera moves. They don't necessarily work, but you know, there's some ambition in them. This was again shot in Cork in a hotel called Vienna Woods, where I later actually would do some video work many years later.
What do you want?
Sorry to disturb you, man, but were you the wife of Peter Winters?
Yes, I am. Was. Who are you?
Not bad. Line of dialogue. Oh, and the gun, the red herring,
Could I
cool.
come in for a few minutes, please?
No.
It's important.
Why?
I want to find out who killed your husband. Where were you from 8 and 9 p.m. last night?
Close the door.
I would have written the script on this very much inspired by those noir movies, a lot of which I hadn't seen, but I'd seen trailers for, and I'd seen stuff like The Maltese Falcon, The
Miss
Big Sleep,
Winters, tell me where you really
and
I've had one person lie to me already today. I don't want to make it two.
Why do you think I'm
yeah,
nice?
very influenced by them, and just trying to copy as much of that
Soaking.
style as possible with a bunch of teenagers, me included, who were just trying our best to wing it with very little gear, no gear, and all the lighting natural just in the hotel. I remember shooting this scene after school and just everybody just being in, like, I think here in that door in the background there's like 4 or 5 people hiding in there, including the teacher, as I recall. I think it's an ambitious shot as well. All of this would have been storyboarded as well, but I don't know how many of the storyboards would have actually been in there. Oh, that's a good moment. The cast are actually not doing a bad job. You know, they're all 15, 16, just trying their best. Oh, not quite right there. Cutting too early, probably. We didn't have him rounding the corner. The mystery is built up pretty good here, you know. There's some continuity errors. I think the name changed and stuff. Oh, and the hat disappeared. This is my dad's old Ford Mondeo. This is again another shoot day near the side of the school in Glanmire in Cork.
Hey, what is this?
Ooh. We had to refilm this. I remember we lost the footage originally. I think we might have recorded over it by mistake when we played it back. We wanted to play it back to show people, and then we probably watched some of it and then started recording the next scene, just recorded over this beating up scene. But it's not bad, you know, it's alright. Great location as well, actually. It just looks really rough and terrible. And these are the bad guys. Some good shots there.
Stop asking questions, Mr. Bishop.
Back to the overhead angle, yeah, nice. Should have ended on that last shot, but anyway. Oh, what's this? Is this the soundtrack from Raging Bull? That's a bit of cheeky one, Thomas. But yeah, I would have done all the filming and I would have done the writing, which is what I was going to say before. And just really enjoyed making this over probably, I guess, a month or two in fourth year, 2003. And strange. Yeah, done all the writing, done all the filmmaking. I would have done some films before with my friends, but this would have been with I'd done some filming with my family, I mean, but doing actual films with my friends, this would have been the first time. This is great. This always it's pretty good and maintain the characters. That was just an attempt to, I think, build up the character. This has always got a laugh as well. The whiskey bottle. I mean, the bit I knew about film noir was that they were all alcoholics, I guess. And this would have been shot on mini DV as well, I guess. The alcoholic drinking montage.
Is this John Bishop?
Who is this?
Meet me in 5
Who
minutes
is
in
this?
Roach Store's car park.
You can see the script there on the ground, but everyone was so great and so keen. I remember it was my idea to make a film in fourth year. I came to my English teacher and said, look, you know, fourth year was a chance to do something different, and I said, can we do it? And she was very kind and allowing to allow us to do this, and from her point of view it was just, you know, keeping the kids occupied, I guess, for a few months. But yeah, it was a great outlet for me. It helped me make a lot more friends than I otherwise would have done in fourth year, and enjoyed it a lot. It's better than I remember, more or less. I mean, some of it's just pretty much the same, but it's more ambitious and more together than I remember. Like, the plot actually generally makes sense so far, and you can see there is a structure in it. We obviously didn't have a tripod, but yeah.
want to see me, Miss Winters?
It's Tomas in the lead role, and
Couldn't
this
tell you the
is
whole truth yesterday,
Sarah doing great work actually, both of
but
them,
I'll tell you what I
and
know now.
Emmeline as well as
There's this
the
man. His name is
original
Kevin Carl.
client.
He's up to his neck in all of this. You have to talk to him.
Why?
This was out in the car park
Be
at the
close
school.
to
Very
Carmen's
good day,
case
moody and
and
atmospheric
find
with the
the
fog.
culprit. Guilty shouldn't walk, detective.
Why should I trust you? For all I know, you could be the culprit.
Don't be ridiculous. He was my husband. I considered suicide many times since.
Wow, dramatic line. Oh, and there's the gun explained.
What
Interesting.
do you mean by you couldn't tell the truth yesterday?
I'm threatened, Mr. Bishop. By Kevin Carl. Thinks I've killed
I'm sure the
Peter.
outtakes of this film are absolutely hilarious. Oh, glancing in the camera.
Get to this, Kevin Carr.
Chinese restaurant tonight in Washington Street. Tonight is your chance to finish this.
There's our school in the background.
Winters, this isn't enough.
The shots are
You
pretty
belong in
good.
the country. You're a murder suspect.
Mr. Carl, he's the key to all this.
Oh, this is hilarious. so casual. Remember, this was shot the same day, evening as the beating up scene. This is the same street in Glenmire. Walking to a closed restaurant. But, you know, people always gave out about that as well. But in my head, it made that guy more powerful, walking in a closed restaurant like he was a mafia guy or something. Or at least that was the idea. This is a good scene. Trying not to laugh there. This looks like Minority Report again, very much those overhead angles. That was probably the big influence of Minority Report, because that was obviously the noir at the time, so I would have seen that now, I remember, and worked backwards. Some pickups there as well, I remember. This is great. Wow, that's great. Good cuts there.
Easy, John.
Now,
Easy, John.
Yes. How did you find me?
Never mind that. Why are you doing all this?
Doing what?
All I'm talking about. Why did you have me attacked?
We had to. You started asking too many questions.
Peter Winters? Did he know too much?
I think you should get your facts straight before you start making accusations like that, John.
So why did you start threatening his wife?
Because she killed Peter Winters.
No, she didn't.
Well, that's cool, the misleading person with the gun.
You know law first, detective. And the Peter Winters case is murder.
So many dramatic
What are you
lines.
talking about?
I can't solve this whole case for you, John.
I think I was a better filmmaker then than I am now. There's good stuff in this.
John, I was just...
Stop it. You lying to me since day one. It was you. You killed Peter Winters.
The reveal, of course, with the music. Good timing though, on the glove as well, and the angles. That's cool.
Fine. Just
The fact that we didn't shoot those at night was obviously not so great, but I'm surprised I didn't even try and darken them.
We told him about the failure. You shot him because of it.
This was a long night. I remember in the hotel room we shot that scene with Sarah, which probably took ages, and then this scene with Emmeline probably took ages as well. This is great though, all the jump cuts, and then yeah, him looking. Probably could have done without that newspaper gag. That feels a little bit cheap.
And then you got him to go
after me because it's getting too close.
Well done, John. If I need to keep myself safe, I will. I think you underestimated me. Goodbye, John.
So she killed her husband, and she got the detective to follow him to frame this other woman. Was that right? Okay.
Yes.
A little bit of editing needed here. There's me on the left.
Careful, boys. She's used to this.
Be careful, boys. She's used to the best. That sounds like a line that should have been referenced earlier. Me keeping an eye on the camera. I don't know who was doing camera for these two shots then.
Think from the start.
It all began about 3 weeks ago.
Wow, okay. Not bad. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad for a fourth year film. And how long is it? It's... Oh, I don't know how long it is. Like 10 minutes or something. I'll give Alan Carroll the credit, but I seem to remember I do a lot of the camera operating, but I'm willing to be proven wrong on that. And Miss Murray, who was our teacher, she was very supportive of the film. That's great, cool. Music provided by John Williams. Yeah, very lucky to have John Williams on board. Very helpful to have names like that. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, cool. I'm pretty proud of that. Funny.